What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Lasha26, back after a very long but much needed hiatus. So, I've been gone for about 7 months. Last time you guys saw me was 7 months ago. I did a little update video, then I did my 6 months post op video, which I really appreciate all you guys liking and commenting on. Really appreciate that. Even though I've been gone 7 months, I've been getting quite a few new subscribers. I really appreciate all you guys that are subscribing, even though my channel has been pretty dormant for quite some time. Um, Really makes me feel good inside, especially people that continue to comment. Mind you, I read all of the comments, even though I've been gone, and I've answered quite a few of them, at least the ones directed toward me. So yeah, thank you very much. So, been gone for 7 months. So the last time you guys got an update from me, I was still kind of like up in the air about what was going to happen with being outed at my job. So, long story short, the guy that outed me, that currently works with me, got his information from someone I used to work with, and then he told a lot of people on a project in Japan. So it turns out all the people that he told basically told him to shut his mouth because it's none of his business, and that is a fireable offense. When you start messing with people's money, a lot of times they want to listen. So he wasn't interested in losing his job. So fast forward a few months later, everybody from that crew, except for two people, ended up working on my crew. And I ended up working with those people directly every single day, including the guy that was running his mouth. No one ever said anything. No one asked me any questions. No one treated me any differently. No one gave me any weird looks or kind of discounted who I was as a person based on the information that they had gotten. Uh, and it actually worked out to be pretty cool. So that was kind of like one of those things that was like really giving me a lot of anxiety, but it all worked out for the best in the end. I really appreciate everybody that kind of gave me like uplifting advice about how to handle the situation, and also people who were just there for me and wishing me the best. Really appreciate it. So let's see. Next, October, I ended up going to the F to M fitness competition down in Atlanta. Had a lot of fun, met a lot of cool people. Met Jordan, who's a bodybuilder, who's out of Oklahoma. Great dude, and his cousin, great dude, great Corey, great guys. Hung out with them a little bit. Met Jeremiah, a guy I know from Instagram, great dude, really fun guy. We actually recognized each other from Instagram. Bumped into this cool dude named Will who recognized me from YouTube, and he was a real cool guy. Hung out with him. We still connect and talk every once in a while. Been a little bit difficult with my new schedule, but I'll get to that in a second. Also saw Coach Sean Fit, at Coach Sean Fit is his Instagram handle, and he recognized me from YouTube. We've talked back and forth quite a bit, and he's a real cool dude. Really great physique. Like, his body is amazing, and he offers training and stuff. So shout out to him. And if you're looking to get buff, look at that dude at Coach Sean _fit. Sean SHAWN. So check him out. But okay, yeah. So now back to me. Past 7 months have been crazy. So October, after I went to Atlanta, I came back to Washington and found out I got selected to go to Japan for 6 months. So I'm currently in Japan in my, I guess it's kind of like a hotel apartment type of place. It's pretty legit, pretty nice. I like it here. So yeah, I've been in Japan since November 17th, flew out on the 16th. So that's another reason you guys haven't heard from me, because I've been working like crazy out here. 6, 7, 21 days, 13. I just worked 13 days in a row. This is my first day off in the past 2 weeks. And the OT is amazing, but let me tell you, I've been to some pretty cool places. A lot of places I posted in the beginning on Instagram, a lot of cool stuff. But seeing how I don't have cell phone service out here because it's ridiculously expensive, I've kind of fallen off on the posting. As you notice, some of you may have noticed, my Instagram account has been pretty dormant lately. compared to how it used to be. But I'll try and get back into that as I'm getting back into these videos. So, let's see. What else is new? Okay, so sublet my apartment to my cousin back home, so I will have a place to go back to when I get back home. Won't be moving back in with my parents. Thank goodness, because that would be another headache. What else is going on? Love life is kind of doing something. Still a bit early, but it's actually something pretty cool I'm excited about, and I'm really excited about the person. What else? Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, well, yeah, so let's get into my physical changes with my body. So, last time you guys saw me, I didn't have much hair, and now I've got some more. So I'm pushing up on a year with my freeform locks. You know, pretty cool journey so far. I'm feeling it. I like the way it looks. My hair is doing a lot of stuff, actually. So that's a lot of changes, because last time you guys saw me, I just had a little fro. So yeah, definitely interesting the way that my hair is doing whatever it's doing on its own. And I'm loving it. Every week is something different. Actually going to wash it after this video. And I just didn't want to have wet hair in the video. I'm not really big on that, because I don't blow dry it. I just kind of like turn the heat up high in the room and let it dry. So I didn't want it all drippy, so I decided to make the video first. But what else? Now onto my chest. Alright, y'all. That's right. Coming up out of this onesie. Still skinny, as you can see. I have done some workouts, but kind of fell off during the little bit of time that I wasn't making videos, just because of some things that were going on in my life. Had me a little depressed. So, yeah. And I had a workout partner, but he ended up going down to San Diego to work. And it got difficult to go in by myself to keep that motivation. But I'm still happy with myself. I might be a scrawny dude, but hey, I've always been scrawny and super skinny. And that's not really stopping me from getting love from, those beautiful people out there. So I'm not really worried. I'm more happy with myself, accepting myself. So if I get bigger, that's great. If I don't, I'm still going to love me. So let's get into this chest here. I'm kind of sitting on the bed, so this is difficult. So right about now, I'm going to say that there's no more healing going on as far as cutting. I'm pretty much healed. Still lack of sensation. Here I am over a year later. I can feel pressure, but I don't really feel sensation. And that's all the way up to right about here. I'm feeling sensation above the nipple line on both sides. So this side is pretty flat to here, a little raised, and then flat. Left side is flattening out even still more. I've been using a lot of coconut oil on here and my scar cream, and I'm not really worried about fading my scars anymore. I'm just wanting them to be flatter, less raised. I spoke to some different trans guys that I know, and some people are looking at doing cortisone injections like they do with other scars, where they inject the cortisone into the scar, and that causes it to flatten out quite a bit. I've heard it hurts like a bitch. I mean, I'm not afraid of pain at all, but I just don't think that's something I'm going to want to do. So let's look at this left nipple. So this was my problem nipple, and right here I have a bit of a dark spot around the nipple that comes out right here from where I had the blister, but you can see it a little better like that. But aside from that, I'm pretty happy. The nipple projection is really shallow on this nipple. There is projection, you can see, kind of, but it's not super projected like the other one. So let's see, right nipple, a little bit more projection, a little rounder in shape. looks pretty good. All my color has come back at both my nipples. So I'm all the way brown as you saw. I did no tattooing, just waited it out, oil. Getting a little chest hair in here as you can see. Something super light. I don't really shave it. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah. So I've got full range of motion. And as you can see when I lift my arms up, my scars are a little more visible along with my rib cage. Hey, it just is what it is. So yeah, my chest is over a year. So this is, what is this? January 31st here in Japan. We're about 17 hours ahead of the West Coast and about 14 hours ahead of the East Coast. So so yeah, so January 31st, so I'm officially right now 13 and a half months post-op, going on 14 months. I'm also 3 years and so 37 and a half months on T. Still doing injections in the legs, although when I get back, I'm going to go speak to my doctor about switching to sub-Q in the abdomen region. Oh yeah, I got tattooed in case you guys didn't know. I'm all tatted up. Gonna switch to sub-Q. The legs is not a problem. It's just that, scar tissue builds and stuff. So it's getting a little bit to the point where I kind of want to give the legs a rest. I'm still doing my shots out here in Japan. I bought enough tea to make it 6 months. Raheem is flourishing. He still gets most of the love. What else? That's really about it. Being out in Japan is great. It's different. It's really different out here. A lot. A lot of people are just about minding their own business, which I love the most. So I don't get a lot of stares or unusual looks. Even with my hair like this, my hair is out whenever I go out, unless it's raining, and then I put a hood on, and no one gives me weird stares. I've gotten a massage out here, and I don't even think they realize what's going on with this when I turn over. They're just kind of like, it's not my business. I'm here to do a job, get the money and go. So that was pretty cool. What else? It's just really different. I kind of am already sad about leaving in another 3.5 months. But hey, the food is amazing. The drinks are amazing. Life is going pretty well. I just paid off my car yesterday, so I went ahead and just cut it. I still had about, I had quite a bit left on there, but all the OT out here and the per diem helped me pay it off. And now I'm about to start chopping at these credit cards because I'm looking to be debt-free or close to debt-free pretty soon. Still paying off my top surgery 1 month at a time, but now that I have more money available from not having my car loan, I plan on throwing that at my top surgery a little bit more aggressively. Looking to move in the next year back to the East Coast, possibly Maryland. We'll have to see. Things are up in the air. It could be out of the country. It could be anywhere at this point. I'm really just looking forward to moving and getting my life into a place where I want it to be. I might do one more Japan trip, though. I might not be moving till 2017. I might do one more trip out here to save money if I get selected next year. If I don't, then I'll just be jetting. And if things go well with this love interest type of relationship thing I'm working on, then I guess we'll be making that decision together. Gotta, be more present in the moment is what I'm trying to do. And that's helping me not look too far into the future. Taking it one day at a time and all that jazz. Like I said, it has been quite some time since I was here to talk to you guys, so this video is kind of going to be lengthy. But it is good to be back. As far as, the nipple guanings, I I'm pretty satisfied with my nipples. The scars I knew were going to be there, but the nipples were really my biggest concern, and also why I chose the doctor I chose. Now that things are all the way healed for the most part, I'm pretty happy with where my nipples are, and the look of my nipples. You know, they're the size that I wanted them to be. They're a size that I feel most, cis males' nipples are. So I'm pretty, okay with the size of my nipples. It's good. Um, I know that there was a guy who recently just asked me about this, about my nipples and going to Dr. Garamoni. He's from Brazil, so he's like looking to come out here and. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Yeah, I'm looking on my phone. Daniel Coelho, I believe that's his name. Yeah, so I like the doctor I went to. As far as for you, if you like, the way my chest looks, this is pretty much it. It's not going to change too much. Might get bigger, but I don't. Scars might fade a bit more, flatten out a bit more. But I don't see my chest changing too much more besides the way it is. So, if you have other questions about Dr. Garamoni, just give me a holler. You can post something in the comments, and I'll get back to you. But yeah, so life is going swell. I'm growing more as a person, evolving more as a person, and I guess that's really all we can ask for. Is that, you know, my transition has helped me a lot to learn about myself, and I think I'm gonna start making more videos about those types of topics. Because as far as changes, I'm pretty much set here. I don't think my face is going to change too much. Maybe my beard might grow some more. Maybe my body might get bigger. But I don't see much more happening. I've already grown a little bit. My feet have gotten a little bit bigger. My jawline has changed. My face has changed a bit. The facial hair, the body hair, the voice. I was worried for a little bit that I was going bald when I started freeforming my hair, but it was just the way my hair was coming together and having to wear a hard hat that kind of made it like that. But now I'm seeing I'm not really going bald at all, so that's all gravy. I'm not worried about that. Knocking on wood though. But yeah, so maybe I'll start making videos about how my transition has helped me to understand myself a bit more and push me in a direction that I wasn't comfortable going at first. So yeah, I really hope everything's going great with you guys. Just really glad to be back. Hit me up. I'll have my Tumblr down there. I have my email down there, and I have my Instagram down there. So you guys can holler at me in one of those three ways. Mind you, it's going to be weird times because of me being a day ahead plus some hours. So yeah, but as always, you already know what it is. Much love and much light.